Hi guys. I'm not sure exactly how I want to structure this, but it's come to my attention that a lot of people in the legacy modding space, and in the modding space in general, just have this snobby, egotistical attitude that either A, they think they get to dictate how that they can sell Minecraft mods. They think that they have some sort of ownership of their Minecraft mod. Or B, they think that an MIT or public domain license somehow says that the owner or the author of that mod somehow retains the ownership. And that's simply just not the case. If you actually read the fucking license for that mod, assuming that they're using one of those two licenses, or a variation of the two that doesn't have some sort of like dickhead principles, you're not really gonna have ownership of a mod. So, because I was recently talking with these people from this legacy modding server, and they got really heated with me over this because I was re-uploading mods to CurseForge, and the reason I do that is for my mod pack, because I want these mods for my mod pack. I appreciate these mods, that's why I'm redistributing them and following the according license that comes with the mod to begin with. And they got very upset that I was doing this, and they wanted to say that I was somehow stealing the original author's work. And not only this, but I promised that I would give the ownership of the mod to the creator if the creator wanted me to, and contacted me, of course, and we got that sorted out. And even after this, they still wanted to press this issue, and this certain dickhead, I'm not going to say his name, I don't want to give him any more credit or whatever the fuck, he wanted to just really like rub it in my face. He wanted to, make me feel like an asshole for doing this. And it's like, no, that's not how this works. The license clearly states that I am allowed to do this, and I'm going to do this because I want it for my mod pack. But, God forbid you redistribute something on CurseForge that allows redistribution. I think the whole licensing and the whole ownership, what's the word for it? I'm trying to think of the word. It's not proprietary. There's a word for this. I can't narrow it down. It might come back to me here in a bit. But it's like you're pushing an issue where there isn't one. But even if there was an issue, you're blowing it out of the water and being a complete jackass for a free, publicly distributed mod. And I've had this issue in the past with creators who don't like me using their models. And it's like, if you're gonna make a model for a free program for Minecraft, a free mod assets, you should expect that to be used by other people. Anyway, guys, I just thought I'd make a quick update because I've been dealing with certain individuals in the modding space that just, it's like Alright, you've got a few good projects, but like, why are you here? You're just negative and hating, and you're condescending every step, every turn of the way. You don't actually like what you do, and you get upset over the slightest shit. So how about, instead of getting all butthurt and upset over something that's not even yours, how about you go outside and touch a little bit of that sweet grass, you fucking moron? Maybe I'm like crashing out, but Jesus Christ, I have had quite a week with some of the people in this space. Whether it be people that make alterations to a mod they don't own, and then they think they have some sort of ownership of it, so they try to use ProGuard to like obfuscate the code changes that they made for a mod that they don't own, or whether it be someone who models for a mod and then they think that they have ownership of that model just because they made it or something, which I highly doubt that they made, by the way. People love to rip assets all the time for this game. You're telling me that you somehow have some sort of ownership of that? No, I don't think so. Sorry. Especially for something that's redistributed for free. That's fucking retarded. I think the main issue is that our copyright law isn't up to date with modern internet practices. So you got these assholes, these narcissistic, snobby, waste of oxygen assholes that come into spaces thinking they get to own everything and not improve on it or change it in any sort of substantial way. And then the moment you come into that space and you want to change or improve on it, they think that they have some sort of authority or right to their supposed work, even though it's redistributed for free on the online. Which makes no goddamn sense, by the way. How does that make any sense in any reasonable aspect or world? Alright, quick side tangent, because I realized I missed a few things. I've also noticed there's a lot of version elitism in the modding space. So, for example, people don't like it when you ask, why don't you update your mod still for 1.7.10? And that's getting really annoying because as a developer who constantly works with 1.7.10, it still fucking works fine. You know, there's plenty of support for it still, whether it's Retro Futura Gradle or some other Gradle use, or you know, Gradle still works for 1.7.10. Things still work for 1.7.10. The constant like, oh well, this version's ancient, why would anyone still use that? I have multiple reasons that I would still use 1.7.10. I've got an entire mod ecosystem on 1.7.10. These snobbish, like, elitist version control people, I don't have a better word for it. I mean, I do have a better word for it. It's just I can't really say it because it's not very nice. But, you know, it's that kind of behavior that the modding space really just doesn't need. You know, if you're gonna update your mod for 1.20 or whatever, and just say, "Oh, I'm not updating my mod for the old versions anymore. Who would even use that?" You're not a good coder. I'm sorry to say it, but as a developer to another developer, you're not good at coding. Because why are you not supporting things that people still use? Like, I could understand something like 1.6.2 or Minecraft Alpha or something. I mean, even that's got support, but like, you know, what are you saying? Like, Are you really just gonna like discontinue an entire ecosystem just because, oh, you should be using something newer? Motherfucker, I don't want to see the sniffer in my game. I'm sorry, but like, not everyone wants to play on 1.20.4. So, as a sort of response to all the people who have said, oh, we don't support this, how about you play on a modern version? Go fuck yourself. I don't like the sniffer. I don't like the archaeology update. I don't like, what's her face, the new music. I don't like any of that shit. It all looks like complete garbage AI slop. And that's my final opinion on modern Minecraft as a whole. Anything past 1.12, maybe like 1.16, is all just slop garbage. You know what they did past those versions? The game didn't get better, it got worse. FPS has gone down. I don't understand people who still ride or die with the modern Minecraft versions. It doesn't make any sense to me. Why are you actually accepting that? You're licking the boot of someone who only wants to extort you for mine coins? Microsoft? Are you serious? Why are you licking that boot? Why do you keep licking that boot? And it's really this egotistical, snobbish, skibbity toilet brain rot kid who can't pay attention for more than 3 seconds kind of mentality that I've really gotten fed up with. I don't know about anyone else. I guess I'm just like an old boomer, but I've just grown up in this space and I've dealt with these legacy systems, this legacy modding, all these frameworks and behaviors, and I've come to understand them very well. And to see all these new gens, these dick riders for this new slop game. They're completely different games. That's what they are. 1.7 and 1.12 are completely different animals, and then anything beyond that is just completely foreign to me, and I refuse to work with it because not only is it an entire different framework, but it's probably all extremely complex in a completely different way. So it's basically a new entire game. And don't even get me started on NeoForge or Fabric. God, I hate those people. There was no reason that all the drama needed to be started with Lex Manos. Lex Manos is a perfectly reasonable person. I've been in Minecraft Forge and I've seen what Lex Manos says. I don't see how people crashed out on behalf of whoever the fuck that left Minecraft Forge as a whole. The whole little drama bullshit garbage. It's all so despicable to me. It's like, what are you doing? Do you not have any problems in your life that you're gonna crash the fuck out over a free project for Minecraft mods? I sometimes I just fucking hate modern society just because of this stupid bullshit. These despicable cretins that think, oh, if the world doesn't revolve around me, well, then it's your fault, and it's not my fault. Well, how could it be my fault? I only manage the 6 Minecraft discords, and I ban anyone who doesn't like my opinion or agree with me in some unreasonable, retarded way. Go fuck yourself. I've dealt with so many disgusting, despicable server admins and people that want to pay to play Minecraft video game, like modding servers or some shit. It's also tiresome, honestly. The amount of despicable shit I've seen over the years is quite... It's disheartening, but, you know, I've been in this space, and I'm not going to leave this space. I'm not going to be bullied, harassed, or be told, oh, how dare you do something that goes against the status quo. I'm not going to just say, oh, yeah, okay, I guess you're right. No, go fuck yourself. And if you think you're doing something by having a clippy profile picture, you're wrong. I fully support Louis Rossmann. I fully support the right to repair. However, when you have people that put the clippy profile picture up and then they support the they're like, well, actually, you redistributed someone's mod who's licensed under that's licensed under MIT or public domain. So actually, this is really bad that you redistributed it. Oh no, you did a bad thing, Ragex. No, go fuck yourself. I'm allowed to do that, and I'm gonna keep doing that. You need to go fuck yourself. I don't give a shit about who owns it. And in fact, that pissed me off. Anyway, I am having a very hard time wrapping my head around that one. But if we want to get into the legal mumbo jumbo and all that garbage, I mean, I'll happily defend my work if it comes down to it. I think the only real license that makes sense is the GPL license. Because how are you going to fork a project and not open source it when that project's already open source? At least that's my rough understanding of the GPL license. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a nice, wonderful day, because I'm having a very rough and hateful, antagonizing one, to put it lightly. Especially with the way things have kind of taken a toll on me as of late. I hope you found this video helpful or insightful. This is RageXPrince683. Like, comment, and subscribe if you appreciated this video or this talk. I will catch you whenever I post another video again. And it might be a while, because I've not been having the best of time as of late. Again, I want to thank everyone for the support. And if you don't like me, you know, whatever, it's mutual. Signing off. Goodbye.